It's Coach Greg, and I am an IFBB Pro bodybuilder. I have my master's degree in kinesiology, and I'm going to get right into it. There's a huge concern over how much protein do we really need here on our diets or bulking and all that kind of stuff. Highly requested video. I have to get right into it. So I'll get right to the point. How much protein? We only need about 1/2 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. Okay, so I'm going to pick myself. I'm about 200 pounds, so the amount of protein I need is 100 to 200 grams. You're probably like, no way, it's got to be way more than this. It's got to be like 300 grams, 400 grams. No, see, the problem is there's this huge myth. I really think it comes from famous actors who are like, yeah, I bulked up for the Superman role and I ate chicken breasts a day and rice. Every 2 hours I ate chicken breasts and I put on 20 pounds of muscle, and that's why I got so huge. I ate protein. Or you always see the guys with the shakes at the gym and they're drinking their protein shakes. So everyone thinks, yeah, you gotta go to the gym, drink a protein shake during the gym, after the gym, blah, blah. No, I explain exactly what you need for protein and why. Okay, so to break it down, what I aim for is 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body weight. So that 1/2, that's like your minimum amount to build muscle. That's like 100 grams. 200 is your ceiling. I like to go with the 1 gram per pound of lean body weight because if you're a fat ass, you don't need as much protein. If it's 200 pounds and 100 of it's fat, you don't need as much protein. So let's take a typical guy, 200 pounds, 20% body fat. 20% out of 200 is 40 pounds. So that means it gives them a fat-free weight of 160 pounds. Okay? That means they would need about 160 grams of protein to maximize their ability to build muscle. Not 300 grams, not 2 grams per pound of body weight, not 19 chicken breasts a day, 160 grams, that's it. I have only coached one person in my life that didn't eat enough protein and they were anorexic. One. Everyone eats enough protein. No one that builds muscle sits there and eats rice without chicken. No one eats breakfast and they eat a bagel. Everyone knows they need protein, so everyone goes crazy and overdoes it. Okay? So, let's see. To give you some more information. To maximize protein synthesis, so to build the most muscle, you need to eat 5 times a day with protein in it. You need 5 protein meals a day. Not 6, not 7, not 8, not 70. 5. What about, I'm fasting. I like to eat 1 big meal a day of 17 chicken burgers. That's 1 meal a day. That does not maximize your muscle building ability. What about for fat loss? It's fine. You can eat once a day and lose fat. You can eat 2 times a day and lose fat. You can eat 10 times a day and lose fat. The law of thermal, I can't even remember the name. Thermodynamics, you can't like create energy and lose it without doing something. Anyway, you can't just burn fat without going in a deficit. You have to be in a deficit to lose weight. If you're over, you're going to gain weight. So don't forget that. Now, if you only eat twice a day, that's less than 5 times a day for those of you who are math challenged. That is not enough to build muscle maximally. You can burn fat, sure. But if your goal is to build muscle, you need more meals. So 3 is better than 2 meals. 4 is better than 3 meals. 5 is better than 4 meals. 6 is the same as 5. 7 is the same as 5. So those of you who are eating every 2 hours, it offers you 0 benefits over if you ate 5 meals a day. 5 meals a day is what you need with protein in it. Okay? Remember that. So how much protein does it work out to? Well, let's say that example we gave earlier, 200 grams of protein, 200-pound person, that was 160 pounds or grams of protein we said. So if you need 160 grams a day, let's divide that by 5. That's 32, okay? So 32 grams of protein 5 times a day would cover your ass perfectly and maximize hypertrophy. No questions. Well, do I need exactly 32? Because, like, seriously, people will there measure out their macros and be like, I need 32 grams of protein at this meal, and I only had 31, so I need to add 1 more gram. No. If you have 22 grams at one meal and 42 at the next meal, it's cool. It balances out. You need 5 meals with protein in it. You don't need 5 meals with exactly 1/5 of 30. People go crazy on the math of it and the macros, and it's like, pointless. It does nothing. Just eat healthy and eat some protein and go train hard, and you're going to get the same results. So get some protein each meal. Get the 160 to maximize, and then you're good. Okay? It doesn't matter if there's a little bit less protein in each meal, a little bit more in another meal. That's fine. Now, what about that 0.5, that 100 grams? Why is it so low? What about that? If you're in your off season and you're bulking, for example, and you're eating a ton of calories, you need less protein. Why? Why is that? Why don't I need more protein? I'm trying to bulk. Here's why. Because when you are eating more calories from carbs and fat, you have a protein sparing effect from the carbs and fat that you're eating. Well, what does that mean? That means that by eating more carbs, the carbs give you the energy, or the fat gives you the energy to provide fuel for your daily tasks, such as me flailing my arms. Okay? Carbs are making me do this. And fat. And if I go for a walk, carbs and fat is helping me walk. If I go in the gym, carbs and fat are giving me energy. What if I eat no carbs and fat? Then I need protein to give me the energy. What if I'm in ketosis and I'm on those stupid diets where you don't eat carbs because you think it's the cool thing? Oh, I need ketones. That's what I do. I do not eat carbs. Yeah, as if that's going to last. Now, those people are using the fat for energy, and then, of course, they're going to use some protein for energy. So, what about if you eat a lot of protein? Do you think all this extra protein is turning the muscle? I eat 500 grams of protein. That's why I'm so big. Look at my big arms. Ooh, I'm so big. 500 grams protein. No! The same protein, that 160 grams that I talked about, remember we had 200-pound person, 20%, whatever, 160. The same amount of protein is building the bicep. The rest of the protein is fueling my walking. It's fueling my breathing. It's fueling my daily tasks of energy. So it's the protein-sparing effect of the extra carbs and fat that you're eating that make the protein not needed. You don't need more. You eat more protein, it becomes wasted per se, as energy, as an energy source. Protein is the most expensive food you can eat. Chicken and steak and salmon, it's way more expensive than rice. Rice is so cheap. The poorest people in the world eat rice because it's cheap. That's what they can afford. They don't sit there and eat steaks. They can't afford it. So they just get carbs, okay? Carbs are cheap. So if you're spending all this extra money on protein to build muscle, you're tricking yourself. Now, does that mean I don't think that you should eat a lot of protein? No. Do I eat a lot of protein? Yes. Do I eat only 160 grams of protein? No. I eat way more. Why? Why don't I just eat rice? Because when you eat a lot of protein, it gives you a sense of fullness and satiety. What does satiety mean? That is a sensation of fullness and not wanting to eat, and satisfaction from your meal. Okay? So if I'm hungry and I eat 9 chicken breasts, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I ate 9 chicken breasts. I'm so freaking full and I don't want to eat again for a week. Or I could eat 9 cookies. Only 9? I want 90 cookies. I can eat 90 cookies. Easy. What about pizza? 9 slices of pizza or 9 chicken breasts. I can eat 9 slices of pizza while I'm asleep. I can eat 20 slices of pizza. Are you kidding? I don't think I can eat 9 chicken breasts. That's a lot of freaking chicken. So if you eat protein, it makes you less hungry and less likely to cheat on your diet and overeat. So when I do diet plans for people, which I do for a living, I include a lot of protein, especially dieting, because I know it's going to curb cravings and make them more likely to be successful on their diet plans. If I have them eating a lot of rice, rice is a trigger food for a lot of people. So is cereal, for example. So if you're eating cereal, how easy is it to go through the box of Fruit Loops? I can eat 3 boxes of Fruit Loops, easy. Okay, I eat 3,000 calories of Fruit Loops and my whole daily calorie total's gone for breakfast and I'm screwed. Or I can have egg whites. I cannot eat 3,000 calories of egg whites. I can't do it. There's 16 calories in an egg white. Do you think I can eat 100 egg whites? That's 1,600 calories. I want to see you try to eat 100 egg whites, 1,600 calories, versus 1,600 calories of pizza. Every one of you, even the women, can eat 1,600 calories of pizza and ice cream and cookies. Okay, so when you eat a lot of protein, satiety. So that is why, hey everybody, that is why you want protein in your diet.